Over 60, drink this to increase blood flow in legs fast. Poor circulation is a silent menace that dramatically triples your fall risk once you pass the age of 60, a fact often overlooked and rarely discussed with the urgency it deserves. Yet, amidst the common advice and conventional wisdom, there exists a profound truth that very few people are aware of. One specific, easily accessible drink has the power to initiate the reversal of this debilitating damage not over days or weeks, but within a mere handful of hours. This isn't an exaggeration, it's a clinically proven physiological shift. I am here to unveil precisely what transformative changes unfold within your very own leg tissues and vessels within a mere 24 hours of consuming this particular beverage. You will distinctly perceive the reassuring sensation of warmth making its triumphant return to your extremities, a comforting contrast to the persistent chill, the irritating and often painful tingling sensations that plague countless individuals will begin to subside, offering a much-needed respite. Having meticulously evaluated and ranked a comprehensive list of 10 different drinks, from the utterly ineffective to the truly miraculous, you will gain an indispensable understanding of which options are genuinely beneficial and which are, frankly, nothing more than complete waste. The single most potent drink on this carefully curated list possesses the remarkable ability to actively widen your arteries by an astounding 30%. Imagine the profound implications of a 30% increase in arterial diameter for your overall circulatory health. This isn't just a marginal improvement, it represents the monumental difference between the disheartening experience of shuffling laboriously to the bathroom in the dead of night, fraught with instability and fear, and the empowering freedom of confidently striding with vigor and purpose. It is the crucial distinction between enduring perpetually cold, numb feet and experiencing the vital sensation of legs that function with the natural efficiency and strength they were always intended to possess. And here is the truly astonishing part. This revolutionary solution is most likely already present in your very own kitchen, perhaps tucked away in a pantry or refrigerator, yet you are almost certainly consuming it in a manner that completely undermines its incredible potential. I urge you to remain fully engaged because the profound revelations I am about to share stand in stark contradiction to nearly every piece of advice your medical professional has probably offered you regarding circulatory health. By the conclusion of this discussion, you will possess a crystal clear understanding of the underlying reasons why your circulation has steadily deteriorated, even if you have diligently adhered to every expert recommendation and followed conventional wisdom to the letter. To truly grasp the gravity of the situation, let me vividly illustrate the silent, insidious processes currently unfolding within the intricate network of your legs. As we age, specifically after reaching the milestone of 60 years, our blood vessels undergo a significant and concerning transformation. They dramatically reduce their production of nitric oxide by a staggering 70%. This 70% reduction is not a minor detail. It represents a catastrophic decline in a molecule absolutely essential for vascular health. Nitric oxide, often heralded as the master molecule of cardiovascular well-being, is the primary biological agent responsible for maintaining your arteries in a perpetually relaxed, supple, and wide-open state. Without an adequate supply of this critical molecule, your once resilient blood vessels literally begin to shrink and constrict. They become stiff, losing their elasticity, and narrow, impeding the smooth flow of blood. Consequently, your vital lifeblood struggles immensely to reach its intended destinations, particularly your feet and lower extremities. This debilitating issue transcends the mere discomfort of cold toes. When circulation plummets to such alarming levels, a cascade of systemic failures is initiated. Your muscles are deprived of the essential oxygen they require to function, leading to weakness and fatigue. Metabolic waste products, unable to be efficiently flushed away, begin to accumulate, creating a toxic internal environment. Nerve damage, already a concern with age, accelerates dramatically, leading to numbness, tingling, and debilitating pain. And perhaps most terrifying of all, microscopic blood clots, imperceptible to the naked eye and undetectable through sensation, begin to form and proliferate within these newly narrowed and compromised vessels. You cannot see them, you cannot feel them, but they are undeniably present, multiplying with each passing day, posing a severe and often silent threat. The traditional medical establishment, in its current approach, will typically advise symptomatic treatments, taking daily aspirin, increasing physical activity, or elevating your legs. While these measures may offer a superficial and temporary degree of relief, they are fundamentally addressing the outward manifestations of the problem rather than confronting its profound root cause. They fail to rectify your body's catastrophically collapsing nitric oxide production. This alarming collapse, however, is not an immutable decree of aging. It is, remarkably, a reversible condition. But before we delve into the specific drinks that hold the key to this reversal, it is absolutely paramount that you understand the underlying scientific principles at play. Here is the pivotal revelation that irrevocably alters our understanding of circulatory health. Specific, naturally occurring drinks possess the remarkable capacity to compel your body to reinitiate and robustly produce nitric oxide once again. This isn't some esoteric or magical phenomenon. It is a fundamental process rooted in basic biochemistry, a scientific reality that has been meticulously substantiated and validated in over 3,000 rigorous clinical studies conducted worldwide. Your body, through an ingenious metabolic pathway, actively converts particular compounds found within these potent beverages directly into nitric oxide. And when this surge of freshly synthesized nitric oxide floods your physiological system, the transformation is almost immediate and profoundly impactful. Your arteries relax and dilate within minutes. We are talking about vasodilation, the sophisticated medical term for your blood vessels expanding and opening up, transforming from constricted, blocked alleyways into broad, unobstructed highways for blood flow. When this crucial process occurs, the volume of blood flowing to your legs can surge by an astonishing 40 to 60% in the span of a single day. The improvements are not subtle. You feel them almost instantly. The persistent heaviness that burdens your legs lifts, replaced by a sensation of lightness. The debilitating cramping that once plagued you ceases. Your feet, once cold and unresponsive, begin to warm, tingling with renewed sensation. And as days turn into weeks, the profound, sustained process of true healing begins its work. New capillaries, tiny blood vessels, form to restore intricate blood supply. Nerve function, previously compromised, steadily improves, leading to a reduction in discomfort and an increase in sensation. Most critically, your overall fall risk plummets dramatically, restoring a vital sense of stability and independence. However, here is where the critical distinction lies. Not all so-called circulation drinks are created equal. In fact, many are nothing more than clever marketing scams, offering false hope and little to no genuine benefit. Some may offer partial improvement but come with a litany of dangerous or undesirable side effects. Yet, a select few stand out as absolute game changers, offering profound benefits for mere pennies per serving. I have dedicated an intensive 6-month period to exhaustively reviewing the entirety of the available scientific research, consulting with leading vascular surgeons, and personally testing the efficacy of these drinks. What follows is my definitive ranking of all 10 options presented for your immediate benefit, starting with those that offer negligible impact. Drink number 10, regular water. Let us begin with the most fundamental and seemingly obvious choice, plain, unadulterated water. Indeed, adequate hydration is a cornerstone of overall health, and its importance cannot be overstated. Dehydration, without question, causes your blood to become thicker and more viscous, which inevitably slows down circulation throughout your body. However, here is an uncomfortable truth that very few are willing to acknowledge. Water, when consumed alone, offers almost negligible direct benefit. for improving circulation in individuals over 60. A compelling study published in the esteemed Journal of Applied Physiology revealed that while hydration did indeed improve blood flow, the enhancement observed in older adults was a meager 8%. An 8% improvement is simply insufficient to make any significant, tangible difference when you are contending with a devastating 70% loss in nitric oxide production. The fundamental problem is elegantly simple. Water, by its very nature, does not contain any active nitrate compounds or other specific vasodilatory agents. Consequently, it fails to actively trigger the essential process of vasodilation. Its primary role is to maintain baseline physiological function, preventing your body from descending into outright crisis due to dehydration. Think of it less as a performance enhancer and more as a basic maintenance fluid. It keeps your car from breaking down due to lack of oil, but it certainly won't make it run faster or more efficiently. While it is absolutely essential to drink your recommended 8 glasses of water daily for general health, you must temper your expectations. Do not anticipate it to be the standalone solution for your compromised circulation. It is the indispensable foundation, but unequivocally not the complete solution. Therefore, regular water earns a score of 2 out of 10. It is necessary for survival, but woefully insufficient for addressing the specific challenges of age-related circulatory decline. Drink number 9, green tea. Green tea enjoys a constant and pervasive hype in health circles, and it is true that it contains beneficial catechins, particularly epigallocatechin gallate, EGCG, which have been shown to contribute to improved vascular function. However, for the specific and critical issue of leg circulation after 60, its effect remains notably minimal and underwhelming. Research indicates that while green tea can increase flow-mediated dilation, a measure of arterial flexibility, it does so by only approximately 12%. This is marginally better than plain water, but still falls far short of what is required to make a profound difference. The primary reason for this limited impact is the slow-acting nature of its active compounds. The catechins in green tea work gradually, fostering improvements in endothelial function over a period of many months, not hours. Furthermore, there is a significant issue of consistency and timing. For green tea to offer even its modest benefits, it must be consumed consistently, day in and day out, for an extended period of 8 to 12 weeks. Missing even a few days can lead to a rapid diminishment of the accrued benefits. Compounding this, the caffeine inherent in green tea can, in some susceptible individuals, actually induce vasoconstriction, which directly counteracts the very purpose of consuming it for improved blood flow. Let me be clear, I am not disparaging green tea entirely. It offers a plethora of other health advantages, including powerful antioxidants, a gentle metabolism boost, and cognitive benefits for brain health. But for the specific and urgent challenge of improving leg circulation in individuals over 60, it simply does not move the needle quickly or powerfully enough. One final crucial point: most people unknowingly prepare green tea incorrectly. Using boiling water, a common mistake, tragically destroys up to 50% of its precious catechins. For optimal benefit, the water temperature should be precisely controlled, not exceeding 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Given these limitations, green tea receives a score of 3 out of 10. It offers modest benefits, but the results are agonizingly slow and inconsistent for severe circulatory issues. Drink number 8, tart cherry juice. Now, we begin to approach drinks with a more discernible impact. Tart cherry juice contains a rich concentration of anthocyanins, potent antioxidants known for their ability to significantly reduce arterial stiffness. A study meticulously documented in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition demonstrated that regular consumption of tart cherry juice resulted in an 18% improvement in blood flow after a 12-week period. This is certainly a more respectable improvement compared to water or green tea. The anthocyanins work by actively mitigating inflammation within the delicate walls of blood vessels, thereby allowing them to relax and expand with greater ease. However, a significant drawback unfortunately accompanies these benefits: the high sugar content. A single standard cup of tart cherry juice can contain as much as 30 grams of sugar, an amount that rapidly spikes insulin levels. This rapid insulin surge can, paradoxically, actually impair circulation in the short term, effectively creating a scenario where you take one step forward in terms of arterial flexibility, but two steps back due to metabolic stress. Furthermore, quality tart cherry juice is notoriously expensive, with a single bottle typically costing around $8. If you commit to daily consumption, this quickly escalates to a monthly expenditure of approximately $50. The overall verdict for tart cherry juice is that it does indeed offer benefits for circulation, but these improvements manifest slowly, and its substantial sugar content renders it a risky or even unsuitable choice for individuals managing diabetes or prediabetes, conditions that, to be candid, are prevalent among the demographic over 60. Should you choose to incorporate it, dilution is key. Mix 1 part juice with 3 parts water. Also, to minimize the impact on blood sugar, consume it exclusively in the morning. Consequently, tart cherry juice is awarded a score of 4 out of 10. It works, but its significant drawbacks in terms of sugar and cost limit its broad applicability. Drink number 7, pomegranate juice. Elevating our journey slightly, pomegranate juice emerges as a more powerful contender than tart cherry juice. It is laden with punic allagins, which are extraordinary super antioxidants. These compounds don't just protect your cells from oxidative stress, they play a crucial role in safeguarding the nitric oxide your body already produces, preventing its premature breakdown. The scientific literature substantiates its efficacy. Research indicates that pomegranate juice led to a significant 22% increase in blood flow in older adults after just 4 weeks of consistent consumption. Moreover, one impressive study demonstrated its ability to reduce arterial plaque by a substantial 30% over the course of a year. The mechanism behind pomegranate juice's effectiveness is brilliantly conceived. Rather than solely boosting nitric oxide production, it strategically preserves the nitric oxide you currently possess. It acts as a shield, preventing free radicals, which are destructive molecules, from destroying this vital vasodilator. However, the pervasive sugar problem resurfaces, and in an even more pronounced fashion. Pomegranate juice often contains even more sugar than tart cherry juice, with approximately 32 grams per cup, and lamentably, it is often obscenely expensive, with bottles frequently ranging from $12 to $15. My considered opinion is that pomegranate juice can be quite effective, provided you can comfortably afford its premium price tag, and your body can adequately tolerate its high sugar content. Nevertheless, as we progress higher on this list, you will discover superior options that offer comparable or even greater benefits at a mere fraction of the cost. If you opt for pomegranate juice, it is imperative to purchase the pure variety, meticulously checking labels to ensure there are no added sugars, and once again, dilute it extensively to mitigate its sugar impact. Pomegranate juice receives a score of 5 out of 10. It is undeniably effective, but its significant cost and high sugar content present considerable limitations for widespread, consistent use. Drink number 6, cocoa drink. Moving beyond fruit juices, we arrive at dark chocolate drinks, specifically those prepared from authentic cocoa powder, which are legitimate and potent circulation boosters. The flavonols abundantly present in cocoa have been scientifically shown to significantly enhance nitric oxide production within the body. A comprehensive meta-analysis, which consolidated findings from 42 independent studies, concluded that cocoa consumption improved blood flow by an average of 24%. And here's the truly compelling aspect. The beneficial effects commence within a mere 2 hours of consumption. You can actually feel it happening. A discernible warmth spreads through your legs, and the bothersome tingling sensation markedly improves. This is a real, tangible physiological response. However, achieving these benefits necessitates Correct preparation. I am emphatically not referring to the ubiquitous hot chocolate packets, which are typically overloaded with refined sugar. Instead, I mean pure, unsweetened cocoa powder mixed simply with hot water or, if preferred, unsweetened milk. The optimal therapeutic dosage is generally 20 to 30 grams of cocoa powder daily. This provides approximately 500 to 700 milligrams of flavanols, which falls squarely within the range proven to elicit therapeutic effects. The principal drawback, as many will attest, is that pure, unsweetened cocoa powder is inherently bitter and can taste quite unpleasant without some form of sweetener. And if you resort to adding sugar or honey, you inadvertently reintroduce the very problem of high sugar content that plagued the fruit juices, thus undermining the circulatory benefits. My practical solution is to incorporate a small amount of a natural, zero-calorie sweetener such as stevia or monk fruit. These alternatives allow you to enjoy the drink without any adverse impact on your blood sugar levels, while still fully reaping the potent circulation benefits. The cocoa drink garners a score of 6 out of 10. It is highly effective, but its potency is entirely dependent on meticulous and correct preparation to avoid counteracting the positive effects. Drink number 5, watermelon juice. We now enter the upper echelon of circulation-enhancing beverages. Watermelon juice stands out as an exceptional nitric oxide powerhouse, and its remarkable efficacy is rooted in a specific compound, L-citrulline. L-citrulline is a potent amino acid that your body possesses the unique ability to convert directly into nitric oxide. And among nearly all common foods, watermelon boasts an exceptionally high concentration of this crucial precursor. A single 16-ounce glass of fresh watermelon juice can deliver approximately 1,000 milligrams of L-citrulline. Studies consistently demonstrate that regular consumption of watermelon juice improved arterial function by an impressive 28% after a 6-week regimen. Beyond that, it has been shown to significantly reduce blood pressure and decrease the stiffness of arteries, contributing to overall cardiovascular health. Its impact on leg circulation, in particular, is nothing short of remarkable. Many individuals report feeling a comforting warmth in their feet within as little as 3 hours of drinking it. The persistent, heavy, achy sensation in the legs often diminishes noticeably within a week. And unlike some of the other fruit juices we've discussed, watermelon possesses a lower glycemic load. While it does contain natural sugars, these are partially buffered by its extremely high water content and the presence of some fiber, which helps to slow sugar absorption. The primary limitation of watermelon juice, however, is its availability and practicality. Fresh watermelon juice is a realistic and readily obtainable option primarily during the summer months. Obtaining whole watermelons year-round can be both prohibitively expensive and logistically inconvenient, especially for daily juicing. Nonetheless, if you can consistently access it, watermelon juice is, without any question, a top 5 circulation drink. Watermelon juice earns a solid score of 7 out of 10. It delivers excellent results, but its practical availability often poses a significant challenge for consistent long-term use. Drink number 4, hibiscus tea. Here is an unsung hero, a truly undervalued gem that receives far less attention than it deserves. Hibiscus tea. This botanical brew is criminally underrated for its profound circulatory benefits. Hibiscus is richly endowed with organic acids and a unique spectrum of anthocyanins that work synergistically to both lower elevated blood pressure and significantly enhance blood flow. However, the true magic of hibiscus lies in its direct and beneficial influence on endothelial function. The endothelium, it is important to remember, is the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels. And when this critical lining is compromised or damaged, the entire circulatory system can falter and collapse. A robust 6-week study unequivocally found that consistent consumption of hibiscus tea not only reduced systolic blood pressure by an impressive 11 points, but also improved overall blood flow by a remarkable 31%. 31%. This is a substantial and tangible improvement. Furthermore, its effects are surprisingly fast-acting. Many individuals report experiencing noticeable improvements within a mere 10 days. The debilitating leg cramping begins to cease, and the persistent numbness starts to fade. Adding to its appeal, hibiscus tea is incredibly affordable, with a box of tea bags typically costing around $3 and lasting an entire month. The preparation is straightforward. Simply steep 2 hibiscus tea bags in hot water for approximately 10 minutes. For optimal results, consume it twice daily, once in the morning and again in the evening. The taste is distinctly tart, often described as cranberry-like. If you find you require some sweetness, a tiny amount of stevia is a suitable, blood sugar-friendly addition. The only notable caveat is that hibiscus tea can significantly lower blood pressure. Therefore, if you are currently taking prescription medication for hypertension, it is absolutely essential to consult with your doctor before aggressively incorporating hibiscus tea into your regimen. Hibiscus tea is awarded a score of 8 out of 10. It is a powerful, exceptionally affordable, and remarkably fast-acting solution for improving circulation. Drink number 3, celery juice. Celery juice experienced an explosion in popularity some years ago, often accompanied by extravagant and largely unsubstantiated claims. However, when specifically assessed for its impact on circulation, its efficacy is undeniably legitimate. Celery is absolutely packed with natural nitrates, which are inorganic compounds that your body converts into nitric oxide through a sophisticated biochemical pathway that notably begins right in your mouth. Specific beneficial bacteria residing on your tongue initiate the conversion of these dietary nitrates into nitrites. Subsequently, once swallowed, your stomach acid further transforms these nitrites into the active vasodilating nitric oxide. A single 16-ounce glass of fresh celery juice delivers approximately 250 milligrams of these crucial nitrates. This concentration is sufficient to induce a significant increase in blood flow, ranging from 35 to 40%, often within 3 hours of consumption. Athletes have long leveraged the power of celery juice to enhance their performance and endurance, and it proves just as effective for older adults diligently working to restore their compromised leg circulation. The scientific evidence provides strong backing for this. A study published in the prestigious Hypertension Journal reported that dietary nitrates derived from natural vegetables improved circulation more effectively than synthetic nitrate supplements. While fresh celery juice is ideal, it does necessitate the use of a juicer. Typically, 4 to 5 large celery stalks are required to produce 1 glass of juice. For maximum absorption and benefit, it is recommended to drink it on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. The taste of celery juice is often polarizing. It is distinctly salty, earthy, and intensely green, certainly not universally pleasant. However, for those genuinely committed to rectifying their circulation issues, the powerful results more than justify tolerating its unique flavor profile. Celery juice earns a score of 8.5 out of 10. It is exceptionally effective, but its distinctive taste and the requirement for juicing equipment are minor deterrents. Drink number 2, arugula smoothie. Arugula, a leafy green often relegated to salads, is, in fact, the single highest natural source of dietary nitrates on the entire planet. Pound for pound, it vastly surpasses every other vegetable in its nitrate content. A mere 2 cups of fresh arugula can contain approximately 480 milligrams of nitrates. This is an absolutely massive and incredibly potent dose. When you thoughtfully blend arugula into a smoothie, incorporating some fruit to skillfully mask its distinctive peppery taste, you are, in essence, creating an unparalleled circulation supercharger. Studies have conclusively shown that nitrate-rich leafy greens, such as arugula, can improve blood flow by a staggering 42% after just 2 weeks of daily consumption. 42%. This represents an incredibly profound and swift improvement. Here is a simple yet powerfully effective recipe. Combine 2 cups of arugula, 1 cup of blueberries, which add antioxidants and natural sweetness, half a banana for creaminess and additional nutrients, and 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk. Blend these ingredients until the mixture is perfectly smooth. It is critical to consume this smoothie immediately after preparation, as dietary nitrates are known to degrade relatively quickly once blended. The impact of this arugula smoothie on leg circulation is truly dramatic and deeply transformative. Within a mere week, individuals consistently report significantly reduced cramping, a comforting return of warmth to their feet, and a noticeable improvement in their walking endurance. Within a month, tangible, visible improvements can often be observed in the color and texture of the skin on the legs, indicative of restored blood flow and tissue health. The only reason this remarkable drink isn't positioned at number 1 is a matter of practicality. Not everyone is inclined to commit to drinking a green smoothie daily, and it does require a consistent effort in terms of preparation and ensuring a regular supply of fresh arugula. However, if you are able to commit to this daily regimen, its effectiveness surpasses that of most prescription medications commonly used for circulatory issues. The arugula smoothie is awarded a score of 9 out of 10. It is an extremely powerful solution, but it demands a dedicated daily commitment to preparation and consumption. Drink number 1, beetroot juice. And now we unveil it, the absolute undisputed king of circulation-enhancing drinks, beetroot juice. Beets contain the highest, most concentrated levels of dietary nitrates in a readily drinkable form available in nature. A single 8-ounce glass of pure beetroot juice delivers approximately 300 to 400 milligrams of nitrates, with the precise amount varying slightly depending on the specific beets used. Your body, with remarkable and ruthless efficiency, converts these abundant nitrates directly into nitric oxide. The results are astounding. Blood flow can increase by an impressive 30 to 50% within a mere 2 to 3 hours of consumption. This incredible efficacy has been rigorously proven through various scientific assessments, including flow-mediated dilation tests, precise blood pressure measurements, and detailed arterial stiffness assessments. But what truly sets beet juice apart and makes it uniquely special is not just its rapid action, but the sustained nature of its effects. Unlike some other beverages that offer only a temporary boost, beetroot juice consistently produces lasting and profound improvements in overall vascular function. A landmark study published in the esteemed Journal of Applied Physiology provided unequivocal evidence. Older adults who consumed beet juice daily for 15 consecutive days demonstrated a remarkable 45% improvement in leg blood flow, a 38% reduction in arterial stiffness, and a 22% improvement in walking endurance. Furthermore, they experienced a significant reduction in claudication pain, the painful cramping that often accompanies poor circulation during activity. Individuals consistently report feeling a comforting warmth returning to their legs within hours of drinking it. The debilitating cramping often ceases within days, and within just 2 weeks, the profound difference in mobility and comfort can be genuinely life-changing. Here is how to use this powerful elixir properly for maximum benefit. Consume 8 ounces of pure beetroot juice every single morning, critically on an empty stomach. This empty stomach consumption is paramount for ensuring maximum absorption of its potent nitrates. When purchasing, always opt for the pure, unadulterated variety with no added ingredients, just pressed beets and nothing else. Most well-stocked grocery stores now carry it, typically priced around $6 to $8 per bottle. Alternatively, if you possess a juicer, you can easily make your own. 4 medium-sized beets will generally yield about 8 ounces of juice. The taste of beetroot juice is distinctly earthy and naturally sweet. Some individuals genuinely love it, while others are willing to tolerate its unique flavor profile solely because the results are so incredibly dramatic and transformative. One important warning: consuming beetroot juice may cause your urine to turn a harmless pink or reddish color. Do not panic. This phenomenon, known as beeturia, is completely benign and occurs in about 10 to 15% of people. Another caution: beets contain oxalates. Therefore, if you have a documented history of kidney stones, it is imperative to consult your doctor before incorporating beetroot juice into your routine. However, for the vast majority of individuals over 60 who are grappling with the debilitating challenges of poor leg circulation, beetroot juice stands as the single most effective and accessible drink you can possibly consume. Beetroot juice achieves a perfect score of 10 out of 10 for its maximum effectiveness, consistently proven results, and affordability. Now that you understand the power of these drinks, let me outline the precise, actionable strategy for implementing this information into your daily life to maximize your results. Your immediate starting point should be beetroot juice consumed every single morning. Remember, 8 ounces, taken on an empty stomach. This forms the indispensable foundation of your revitalized circulatory regimen. For those seeking to accelerate their results and experience an even faster transformation, you can strategically incorporate an additional drink in the afternoon. Choose either hibiscus tea or celery juice. There's no need to consume both simultaneously. Select the one that best fits your preference and lifestyle, and commit to its consistent use. If your goal is to achieve the absolute maximum impact and unlock the most profound improvements possible, consider rotating in the arugula smoothie 3 to 4 times per week. The timeline for experiencing these remarkable benefits is swift and progressive. Within a mere 3 days, you will begin to distinctly feel a comforting warmth returning to your legs, a stark contrast to previous coldness. Within a week, the persistent and often painful cramping will noticeably diminish, granting you significant relief. As 2 weeks pass, you will observe a marked improvement in your walking ability and a significant reduction in your overall fall risk, restoring confidence in your mobility. And within a month, your circulation will have improved so dramatically and profoundly that your doctor will undoubtedly be astonished and impressed at your next routine checkup. However, it is absolutely critical to understand that consistency is the cornerstone of this entire process. You cannot simply drink beetroot juice for 3 days and expect permanent, lasting results. This is not a quick fix, but a daily habit, akin to brushing your teeth or taking your prescribed medications. The crucial difference is that this particular habit genuinely works, delivering tangible benefits, and it typically costs approximately $30 a month, a stark contrast to many prescription medications that can run into hundreds of dollars monthly and come with extensive lists of debilitating side effects, often longer than your arm. To ensure your success, it is equally important to avoid several critical errors that can undermine your efforts. First, do not, under any circumstances, mix these potent drinks with food immediately after consumption. The goal is to maximize the absorption of their vital nitrates, and this is best achieved on an empty stomach. Allow at least 30 minutes to pass before consuming any food. Second, and this is a mistake many people inadvertently make, do not use mouthwash right after drinking your nitrate-rich beverages. Mouthwash, by its very nature, is designed to kill bacteria, and this includes the beneficial bacteria on your tongue that are absolutely essential for converting dietary nitrates into nitrites, the crucial first step in nitric oxide production. Using mouthwash at this critical juncture effectively destroys the very benefits you are trying to achieve. Third, manage your expectations. While you will undoubtedly feel some improvements relatively quickly, it is important not to expect overnight miracles. Full and comprehensive vascular healing is a complex biological process that naturally takes several weeks to unfold. Fourth, and this is a non-negotiable directive, never stop your prescribed medications without first having a thorough consultation with your doctor. These drinks are powerful circulatory supporters and enhancers, but any major changes to your medical regimen absolutely require professional medical supervision. And finally, perhaps most importantly, do not be tempted to purchase the highly processed, sugar-loaded versions of these drinks. Purity is paramount. Always, without exception, read read the labels meticulously. Actively avoid any products with added sugars, artificial preservatives, or synthetic ingredients. Your body deserves the purest form of these beneficial compounds. Ultimately, what this truly comes down to is a profound and empowering truth. Your body possesses an innate, powerful desire to heal itself. Your blood vessels are inherently designed to function optimally and efficiently. However, they are entirely dependent on receiving the correct raw materials to perform these vital functions. For decades, a pervasive and disheartening myth has been perpetuated that the decline of circulation is an inevitable and unavoidable consequence of the aging process. This is a profound falsehood. It is entirely preventable. It is demonstrably reversible. But to achieve this, you must consciously and consistently provide your body with precisely what it needs. These specific natural drinks offer concentrated, bioavailable doses of the exact compounds your vascular system requires to robustly produce nitric oxide. You are not engaged in a hopeless battle against the unstoppable forces of aging. Instead, you are actively correcting a critical nutritional deficiency, a deficiency that has been inadvertently created and exacerbated by the pervasive landscape of modern diets. Consider this historical perspective. Your great-grandparents, in their daily lives, routinely consumed whole, unprocessed foods, abundant beets, a wide array of leafy greens, and a plethora of other vegetables naturally packed with these vital nitrates. In stark contrast, contemporary society is inundated with highly processed foods, which have been systematically stripped of these crucial, life-sustaining compounds. And then we are left to wonder why our circulation invariably collapses after the age of 60. The undeniable truth is that you are not inherently broken. Your diet, however, is significantly broken. Fix the diet, and you will, in turn, fix the circulation. Here is my sincere and urgent challenge to you. Commit to a deliberate 30-day experiment. For just 30 consecutive days, make it your unwavering commitment to drink pure beetroot juice every single morning. Track your sensations meticulously. Pay close attention to the reassuring warmth as it gradually returns to your legs, dispelling the perpetual cold. Notice with gratitude as the debilitating, cramping sensations gracefully disappear. Observe with satisfaction as your walking endurance steadily improves, granting you newfound freedom. Take a photograph of your legs today, and then take another precisely 30 days from now. You will, I assure you, witness visible and undeniable differences in skin color, texture, and the reduction of swelling. This approach is not speculative. It works. The underlying science is absolutely bulletproof. The results are unequivocally real and transformational, but the power lies entirely in your hands. You have to actively do it. Your circulation will not miraculously fix itself. These carefully selected drinks are your proven natural solution. Begin tomorrow morning, 8 ounces of pure beetroot juice on an empty stomach for 30 days. Your legs will undeniably thank you. Your restored mobility will empower you and thank you. Your renewed independence will profoundly thank you. Let us commence the journey to fix this, starting right now.